Exercise number 27. This is the story which my friend sometimes tells on a long summer evening, as we sit together by the open window, finding pleasure in the sweet clear air after the still heat of the day. Full stop. In those days, I was an even better walker than I am today, and as you know, I still very much like a good, quick walk, full stop. Well, on that particular August morning, I set out quite early, before the day was too warm for easy walking. Full stop. I carried with me enough food to meet my small needs and was therefore, able to keep away from towns of any kind. Full stop. I was healthy in the way that the young are healthy, and I walked with quick easy steps, covering the first 8 miles of the road in just under 2 hours. Full stop. But with the increasing warmth of the day, my rate fell little by little, until in the full heat of the day, I found that I was doing very little more than 2.5 miles an hour. Full stop. Even the small additional weight of the food I was carrying troubled me, and as it was by this time several hours since my last meal, it seemed reasonable that I should look out for a place where I could rest and have a meal in peace. Full stop. After a time, I reached a point where the road comes very near to a small river, and I was pleased enough by that time to walk across the field and to find near the water some undergrowth high enough to offer me some cover from the full light and heat of the open countryside round about. Full stop. I took water from the clear, quick running river, and built a small fire upon some stones, and so made my simple meal. Full stop. Such was the heat of the day that it was as much as I could do to keep my eyes open, but, using all my willpower, I was about to clear away the rest of the food when I saw standing before me a little old woman. Full stop. So lined was her face that it seemed to me there was no room left upon it for any personal expression or feeling, and her dress was as old as her face. Full stop. Standing there, she appeared to me to be not of this day, not of yesterday, and not of tomorrow, but to represent time itself. Full stop. But when she began to speak, I found her words were commonplace enough. Full stop. Sir, she said, could you give me some bread and perhaps some milk? Question mark. Para. I immediately began to clean up the piece of ground which had served as a table for me, making a place for the old woman to sit. Full stop. I saw, however, that she took almost nothing of the food and drink offered to her, and as she sat without speaking, I watched her face. Full stop. Tell me, old woman, I said, to my own complete surprise, were you always as you are now, or were you once young and beautiful? Question mark. Had you once a home and a family, or have you always walked these roads and fields? Question mark. The old woman turned her head and looked at me for a long time without speaking. Full stop. The lines on her face grew even deeper, and her old blue eyes were serious as she answered, young man, I cannot remember. Full stop. For long ages I have walked these roads and these fields. Full stop. I have walked other roads and other fields. Full stop. Always I have walked and always I shall walk. Full stop. I am old, and perhaps I have never been young. Full stop. I am plain, and perhaps I have never been beautiful. Full stop. But you, you are young and you are beautiful. Full stop. You are strong and you have health. Full stop. You have all the qualities of the young. Full stop. Because of these things I am speaking to you now. Full stop. Shall I tell her to go away? Question mark. I thought. Full stop. She does not know what she is talking about anyway. Full stop. I will stand up and get my things together and continue my walk. Full stop. I moved, but immediately the voice of this strange old woman come to me again. Full stop. No, do not go. Full stop. You must hear what I have to say. Full stop. Yes, I thought. Full stop. I will wait and hear what she has to say. Full stop. For if she is as wise as she is old, her words may be of some use to me in the future. Full stop. But the seconds passed and no words came. Full stop. I looked again and no one was there. Full stop. Not feeling very pleased with myself at the thought that I must have been weak enough to fall off for a few minutes, and believing that these things had not really happened, I began to clear up what was left of my meal. Full stop. And then I knew that the old woman had been there, for my bread was gone, and in its place was this. Full stop. At this point in this story, my friend opens his hand, and on it rests a lovely clear blue stone in a beautiful getting of gold. Full stop. I always carry this about with me. Now, he adds, and I know that someday I shall see that old woman again and find out what it was she had to say. Full stop.